Barakatayawa, Barakatayawa Shai, Barakatayawa, Barakatayawa Shai, Barakatayawa, Barakatayawa Shai. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, the monsters of possibly a millstone, and salutation to the elect. Today's show I want to talk about how Esau is the white man. Alright, the white man is Esau today. Alright. So I just wanna continue. Okay. This is part 2. I want to continue talking about that. So let's get into that. So alright, so I was talking about how Jacob was grabbing to Esau's heel. I'll talk about that as future prophecy also, because Jacob, he's good through the Most High and the Son, all right, and through ultimately the Most High as well. The Most High with the Son, we're gonna be bringing down Esau. Okay, we bring him down. All right. So we'll be pulling his nation, his rulership down. Okay, so let's go to some more scriptures to substantiate that. To prove that Esau is, in fact, the white man today. Alright, so this is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Alright, so this right here is talking about a particular type of people that's gonna be doing that. Alright, we can even start moving up. Read up in Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3. The pride of thy heart had deceived thee, and thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitations is high, with that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Alright, so this is the Most High talking about a particular group of people that's going to be doing this, that's going to be saying this. What nation on earth says this? What nation on earth does this? Okay? It's the white people. White people do this. Okay? Because this nation, alright, that's talked about to do this is the Edomites. It said that the Edomites will be doing this. So who on earth comes from who on earth dwells in the clefts of the rocks? Who on earth habitations and high is high, all right, who lives high, all right, who saith in their heart that no one can bring me down? That's the white man. The white man believes that his kingdom could continue to grow. All right, he looks far to different centuries, to different decades, okay, in planning what he wants to do. He believes that he's gonna be ruling forever, and that he's gonna have a grip on the earth forever. Okay, so the Edomites in the scripture says this. All right, the Most High said the Edomites will be saying this. So how do we know who the Edomites are today? Whoever says this, this is what the white man does. The white man says these things. All right, there's no other nation that does that. All right, Jake is not going around saying I'm gonna be ruling forever. No one, Jake doesn't say that. The Moabites or the Asians don't say that. The Elamites or the Indians don't say that. No one says I'm ruling. No one says that. All right, it says when it dwells in the cleft of the rock. All right, those are caves. Those are mountains. Okay, what else does that mean? Okay, so the Edomites come from the caves. They come from the caves. All right, and then they came out and they start ruling. Their first empire was their empire was in the Greeks. The time was the Greeks. Okay, so that's exactly when Esau went into power. Okay, there's no one else that came from caves. Okay, The only person that came from caves is white people, okay? The only person that came from caves, described in the scriptures, is the Edomites. So that's how you know that that the white people are Esau, alright? It also says, who exalt his thyself as the eagle. Yeah, because the Edomites, and that's, if you have to be spiritual, okay? You have to be spiritual. It's not all about, because the thing is, people are carnal these days, right? They need to cease to believe it, okay? So it's not all about that. You're not supposed to be doing it. You're supposed to be spiritual, okay? You're supposed to be able to discern different types of things and be able to put spiritual judgment, okay? Spiritual judgment, spiritual discernment, all right? So, if you can see it spiritually, okay? America, they represent themselves by the eagle, okay? They represent as the eagle, okay? The bald eagles are very prideful bird, okay? It's very prideful, okay? And that's the American spirit, okay? So it says right here that it will exalt itself as the eagle, okay? And it says set their nest among the stars, okay? So that represents NASA, okay? NASA and the space programs. They're gonna be trying to it's like their pride is in their NASA space programs and all that, okay? Because when America was in the Cold War with the Soviet Union, okay, it was basically just a pride fest, okay? It was just a pride battle of who's more intellectual, who's more stronger, who's going to be the world power, who's the best. So who can build the most nuclear missiles, who can come up with the best scientific achievements, okay, and who can go into space, okay? So what other nation tried to set their nest among the stars? The white man's the only one that did that, okay? And it said the Edomites will be doing that. So this is how you do it. You link up and you put these pieces together. All right. So let me. Okay. All right. So let's go to more scriptures. All right. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. And nation, in this verse 50, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shall favor in the young. So let's break that down. So let's go back to 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar. Okay, so that's talking about, so this is a future prophecy that the Most High said will fall upon the Israelites, okay? It's a future prophecy, all right? And he's saying that he's going to bring a nation against them, all right, from afar, which means not close, okay? From the complete other end of the earth, okay? And it says, as swift as the eagle flieth. Like I said, see, there's that eagle again, all right? The Americans, okay, which is the white man, which is the Edomites, okay, represent themselves by that eagle, okay? And they were very swift in what they're doing. So this is actually the future prophecy of when the Israelites went into slavery, aka the transatlantic slave trade. Okay? So this is it right here. All right. So during that moment, it was the Esau, which is Esau, right? He was swift as an eagle flieth. Okay, and a tongue whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Okay. So during the transatlantic slave trade, okay, the blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, they did not understand the white people that came. Okay, they didn't understand they didn't understand them. Okay, they had different languages. We spoke Hebrew. Okay, and then they spoke English or Spanish or French. Okay, and so they had Hebrew interpreters when they came over here to the Americas. Okay, to speak to Gad, aka the so-called Native Americans. Okay, so and they're swift. Okay, they just came and just overtook us. It was swift. All right. This is a nation of fierce countenance, okay, that did not regard the person of old, okay? Yeah, so the white people, when they came, right, and put us in slavery, they did not regard us at all. They didn't care about us at all. They didn't care if you're old, young, whatever. They didn't care. Okay? So this right here is a future prophecy, okay, of what will happen to the Israelites. And there's no other time that this happened other than during the transatlantic slave trade. So that's how you know who the characters are from these two scriptures to the two characters that were listed. That were during the transatlantic slave trade, okay? So two characters here is the Israelites. In the scriptures of the Israelites, all right? They're being overtaken by their enemy, okay? From an enemy, okay? And then the enemy in transatlantic slave trade is the white man. So you know that's Esau. Okay? Yeah. So the Edomites are, and it also says in scripture that the Edomites will be ruling in the last days. Everyone, even the churches are starting to say that, it's the last days. So who's ruling? You cannot say the Asians are ruling. You definitely can't say the blacks are ruling. Can't say the Africans, Hamites are ruling. You can't say that. The white man is ruling. Why? How do we know this? Because his influence, okay, is all over the world. He gets the shot. He gets to do the shots. He throws the shots at what he wants to do in the world. Okay? His philosophies is the number one ideology. So that's how you know he's ruling, alright? I hope this video was edifying. And shalom.